Okay, so today we're diving into the story of a flower. But trust me, this is not just any flower. This one has a surprisingly epic story packed with medicine, monarchy, and a whole lot of meaning. We're talking about the peony.
That's a pretty big claim, right? The king of the flowers. I mean, how does a plant get a title like that? Well, that's exactly what we're going to figure out. Because that nickname isn't just some poetic flourish. It's actually rooted in centuries of history and culture.
So, to really understand this king, we have to start our journey in its kingdom, China. This is where the Peony's story truly comes to life.
Now, just like any real monarch, the peony doesn't hold court all year round. Nope, its reign is short but absolutely spectacular, blooming only from March to May. For just a few months, it completely takes over the landscape with this incredible, vibrant presence. And if you're thinking you want to see this royal display for yourself, you've got to go to the right places. Spots like Shanlinshi and Mount Shibajian in Hsinchu are famous for their amazing peony showcases. We're not just talking about gardens here. These places are more like natural palaces for the Flower King. But here's the thing. The peony's story isn't just about looking pretty. Oh no, it has this whole other side to it, a really practical side where it's been used for both healing and, believe it or not, food for centuries. And this is where you can see just how versatile this plant is. For ages, its roots were a key ingredient in traditional medicine, used to treat some pretty serious stuff like body tremors. But fast forward to today, and our focus has totally shifted to its delicate petals, which get cooked into these sweet treats, perfect for an afternoon tea. From a powerful medicine to a delicious snack, talk about a transformation. So that brings us to the big question, right? We know it's beautiful and we know it's useful. But how in the world did this plant go from being a medicine in the ground to a symbol of royalty? This is where the story gets really good. You see, the secret isn't in what the peony does, but in what it represents. Its real power is all tangled up in the cultural fabric of China, where it stands for ideas that are way bigger than the flower itself. And here we are, at the very heart of it all. The peony represents two things that people have always wanted: wealth and honor. So it's way more than just a pretty flower. It's a symbol of good fortune, prosperity, and high social standing. Having peonies around was like a sign that you were successful and respected. And there it is, the ultimate seal of approval. The peony is officially the national flower of China. This isn't just some casual title. It's a formal recognition of how deeply important this flower is to the nation's identity and its history. It is, in every single way, the king. So when you trace its incredible journey, you really get the full picture. It starts out as this beautiful flower that pops up in the spring. Then you find out it's also a source of medicine and food. And finally, it rises all the way up to become this powerful national symbol of honor. What an evolution for one single plant. And that kind of leaves you with one last thing to think about. We've just heard the peony story, but it makes you wonder about the bigger picture. What is it that gives a simple piece of nature, a flower, enough power to capture the spirit, the values, and the identity of an entire nation? It's a pretty amazing connection when you think about it, between the natural world and the stories we tell.